It is time for Coffee and
Coffee
Fire. I do have coffee. I'm sad to say it's half a cup of coffee from this morning that's lukewarm. How's your coffee looking, Kristen?
Well, I have a coffee cup on my table. Is that count?
You don't even have coffee? You better call one of those magical people downstairs to make you a cup of joe.
I do have a green juice with me. I just made really fast because I didn't need another cup of coffee, but I did need a green juice. But maybe
Usually we do coffee and craft wire in the morning. So this is a little bit of a change up.
I do want to share though, this is not a dishwasher safe mug, as you can probably tell with its unicorn horn, but everything to my husband is dishwasher safe. So he stuck this in the wash and the poor horn got knocked off.
Aww.
And I used my diamond glaze to glue it back together.
You did?
That's why it's here on my desk.
And that worked?
And it worked super well. I didn't even have to I put it on and I walked away. I didn't even have to sit there and hold it. And I was surprised. I came back and it's really, really on there. I'm trying to decide if I should keep it in my office as a trinket thing instead, because I have a feeling it'll go back in the dishwasher again if I don't.
Right.
But it did really work fantastically well as an adhesive. I'm really, really happy with what happened.
That's fascinating.
So,
speaking of diamond glaze, Thomas, can you check and see if the diamond glaze and the magical crimpers got restocked on the website for me? I know we got the order in maybe yesterday, and it's been a very busy morning at Softflex Company. Ask Kristen. It's been a crazy day because we put up all of these new items that you can see here that we're going to talk a little bit about. We also had a new sale start, which includes our fun little gift bag that we created for Customer Appreciation Week. And sweet. What about magical crimpers? Are those back in? I saw some folks asking for the magical crimpers and they were sold out. So hopefully those are also restocked. And it's just a lot. It's a lot going on. And then we have 3 videos a day on top of it. So we're super excited that the heavy lifting is out of the way. Yeah. And now it's just all fun the rest of the way out this day.
I got to work even a little over an hour early today because I was so concerned about usually on Wednesdays I have a ton of stuff to do anyway. So then just add on that I was like, oh, I have a video at 11. What did I do?
Yeah, and just a big shout out and thank you to the whole team at Softflex, because to put together Customer Appreciation Week, we really all have to come together as a team and work super hard, from preparing the kit to the gift bag to getting your orders shipped out to processing your orders correctly, making sure you're getting the sales that you need, answering your questions if you call or email, to our marketing people who are making the graphics and the emails and setting up the streams. I mean, it's really a big undertaking for every single person in the company. There's not one person that's not contributing. So big thank you to our team. And then of course, big thank you to all the presenters that are part of it. We are halfway through Customer Appreciation Week with this video.
I hope you guys are having a good time. I know I'm having a great time with meeting up with everybody and talking to all of you. And, it's just the in between the videos. I'm like, and then I get to sit here and be like, okay, now let's enjoy and have a little fun beading.
Totally. It's a little like a tornado in the in-between, for sure. Thank you so much. I'm seeing so much love in the comments, like this great comment from Brenda.
Thanks, Brenda.
They're the best. Thanks for all you you do.
Brenda won a giveaway on the last video today, and Tracy and I, we got above you and Kay. We really pushed for it.
You did? How many did you get?
Oh, what was it, Thomas? 136, I think.
You stinkers.
I know.
I'm going to really have to work hard on my next one.
And you're a stinker too, because you didn't tell me you gave away 2 things to get those numbers up.
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah.
So Thomas let me in the background. He let me in on it, and everyone else was telling me too. And I said, well, okay,
if
then.
you get over 120, I think 2 giveaways is pretty solid. Right?
I was like, that little stinker. She didn't tell me she gave away 2 prizes.
It's always good to have a little healthy competition going. 136. Okay, well, let's see how many we have right now.
Oh, somebody's saying,
4.
Gail saying she thinks it was 138. It might have been.
Whoa. Okay, so I need to get like to 150 on the next video with the presenter. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Who's the next one? I'm coming back at 3:00 today, and then Kristen will be back tomorrow morning at 11, and I'm back at 1 on Thursday. That might be Jill Wiseman.
I think it is. Yeah, Jill 1:00 tomorrow is
138. Ah! Jill Wiseman can beat 138. We can do it.
Oh my gosh, Kim, is it really? Oh my, she said she won a spool of purple wire yesterday, and it's already labeled and waiting for postal pickup. You must have gotten the message. I know they are like so quick in the office. I don't know how they do it.
Very
sweet.
I
am really grateful that I am not a shipper, because if you order something from me, ask Sam. He just ordered a piece of art from me, and it took a very long time. I was like, I'm sorry, it's coming. I will get to it.
Did it ship already?
Yeah, no, he should have it for sure by now. I did go away. He ordered it, and I left on vacation, so the timing was bad, but still, I'm the worst when it comes to that stuff. Like, I don't know how they get stuff out as fast as they do. I really can't comprehend it.
It's wonderful. We have a great warehouse team. And there are those times where there's something, small gets mixed up or forgotten or whatever. And you as customers are always so graceful about dealing with anything that happens. But they're usually very accurate and very fast. And that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We have a lot of new products today.
We have a ton of new products. And somebody is asking, Jody's asking, how do we get the Creating Joy bag? She did not see it in the store. So Sarah's going to share with you.
I am. Yeah, I'm going to go to my screen, and then Kristen will come over for your earring, and then I'll figure out what I'm making. Okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we added a ton of new things today. We are giving away this bag with goodies from several of the presenters. I think there's maybe six companies contributed to the bag. We are giving this away with orders over $99 at softflixcompany.com as long as supplies last. We have a healthy amount of these, so we think we'll do pretty well keeping it going for a while, but they are really beautiful, and they're free with your order over $99. If you ordered earlier this week on Monday or Tuesday, and your order was over $99 and you didn't get a different offer, because we always have different offers happening, you didn't get a different offer, then you can email info@softflixcompany.com. They'll look at your order and make sure that you didn't get some other offer. Then you can just pay shipping and get your bag for free. We'll extend it out to orders that were on Monday and Tuesday over $99 that didn't have another offer applied to them. if you did, then it would be just easiest and best to place an order today for $99 to get your free bag. It's really hard for us to go in the Wayback Machine and send them out. But if you have those basic things over $99, you didn't get another offer. You didn't get a $10 off coupon or something else on your order, then we can ship it to you if you pay for your shipping. Okay, we've covered that. It's pretty fabulous. This is Kristen's art on here. And Kristen's also, have you already posted it, Kristen? The red bubble?
I haven't. No, I haven't actually. I'll do that today though. Maybe after this video.
Okay. While I'm talking about the new products, Kristen, can you go to your computer and post the red bubble link?
Yeah.
She's going to post it into our Softlex VIB group. Not only can you get this beautiful bag, but you can get other things with this same artwork on it. Not the creating joy part, but the artwork that's behind it. That's Kristen's original painting. She also has other original paintings that you can get onto different materials that might include like water bottles or phone cases, bags, pillows, all sorts of things. So I'm going to encourage you after this video to go check out her shop and take a look around because she's got some really fabulous stuff in here. This could be a really great tool pouch or project pouch. It's got a really heavy duty material and a really nice zipper on it. We're absolutely so pleased with how these turned out. They're beautiful. So I'm excited for you guys to get those in your order for free over $99. Okay. Also out today, Harvest Moon. We are doing our TGBE Fall Fest coming up October. I think it's like the 21st and the 22nd. Maybe it's the 22nd and the 23rd. It's that weekend, third weekend of October. We have our kit out right now, which is plumb full of lots of jewelry making materials. Harvest Moon, I believe, is the name of our theme.
Yeah.
And we have an additional, these are not in the kit, these are an additional mix and strand that match that kit. So they are going to coordinate with the kit, but they are not in the kit. This is really beautiful. You can see a really nice picture of this bead mix on the website right now. It's much, much, much more beautiful outside of the package, but I have so many things to do today. I'm not going to dump it out right now. Look at that big, huge, round orange bead that looks like a moon, like a harvest moon. So pretty. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Here is the bead strand that matches our kit. So pretty, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we will be using these things at TGBE, the Great Bead Extravaganza. We will be doing that in the third week of October. We hope you will join us for that. We still have our Halloween Hustle Design Kit. If you want to grab that, it's our monthly kit, and we're opening that on the last Wednesday of this month, and then kicking off Halloween season. And then we have one more Halloween kit that's a jewelry making supply kit. We did get some bad news yesterday, Monster Mash. We did get some bad news yesterday that Jesse James Beads couldn't make more bead kits. So we have about 30 extra supply kits to their bead kits. And it was a miscommunication as to how many we were making. We made the same amount we always make, and they made a lot fewer than they normally make. So we have extra supply kits. You can still get our supply kit even when their bead kit runs out, and grab some Halloween beads or a Halloween hustle kit and still make along. Your project is just going to be a little different. It won't be exactly like the ones the designers are making. So you can still grab these from us and get the bead kit from Jesse James Beads till they run out. And that's going to be soon. So get on top of that if you want to be part of the jewelry making party, which is like the second week of October, or maybe the first week, somewhere in there. Okay. These are from our fairy mushroom design kit. It has sold out. So this is what is left over. These are the things that we over ordered. We don't have very many of these, but if you missed the kit and you were sad and you wanted to grab some of these little extras, please go to the shop and do that today. There were not very many extras on these. So if you want those, do that quickly. And there's a ton of orders already in today, like a ton of orders because of the free project pouch. So those are going to sell quickly, probably sell out today, I'm going to guess.
Let me go check. I see Gail saying she doesn't see the bead mix or the strand. I know they went up a little bit later than the rest of the stuff this morning. But they are there now. The Harvest Moon bead mix.
Try refreshing your screen, Gail.
Yeah, and the Harvest Moon bead strand. Just refresh your browser and you should see them on the homepage.
Also have these adorable mushrooms. You can buy these. These are from Tierra Cast. They were from their archives. We had one or two. Was it one or two in the kit?
Two.
In the kit.
Two. And I'm going to make a pair of earrings with them. They're so cute.
I think you buy them in singles. Look at that little detail on the bottom side.
Oh, I love it. I really feel like they're very, very detailed and like a really nice little weight to them.
Yeah, so they're really, really cute. Mushrooms are very popular right now, and you could paint them. You could do all sorts of fun stuff with them. So we have a limited number of these, and these are going to be harder to find since we made them from their archives. And last but not least, you probably saw Tracy using these lovelies on her video, as well as the new Sacred Heart charms, which I do not have here. Maybe I do in my findings box, but I don't have them out right now. She used these on the ends and she glued the soft flex inside of them, right?
Yeah. No, she didn't glue it. She just crimped. She crimped with like a really big plier. Like it's a very thick crimping, not a crimping plier, I don't think. She called it something else. But she just squeezed it. And
oh my God, I have to go watch that.
She did crimp them first so that each strand had a little loop that was crimped already, and then stuck that in there and then crimped the cap on top. So it gave it a little bit more to hang on to. I don't think you could just
no glue.
No glue. I know. She said you could use glue if you want to, but she didn't use any glue.
That's fascinating. I was thinking about using these today with the craft wire, but I'm gluing them. I don't know. There isn't as much. The nylon coating is a little easier to grip onto than the copper wire, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to leave these out. These are new to Softflex. We can't reorder almost anything from Tierra Cast. So what's there is there. If you want to grab them, make sure you do today, because I doubt we'll be able to reorder these.
They were called parallel pliers. I've never heard of them before, but she asked if we carried them, and I was like, no, never heard of them.
Everything I showed you today should be for sale on the website now. Everything I showed you should be for sale. So refresh if you're on the Softflex Company website and for some reason you're not seeing certain items.
Somebody was asking what was wrapped in red. I have a feeling that was probably the mystery kit that you didn't open, right?
This one?
Oh, maybe. They said red, but maybe it was orange.
This one?
Is it the Harvest Moon? Do you have the Harvest Moon kit or no?
I do. Yeah, that's this one.
That one.
We have a lot of things going on for fall.
Those are all of the kits.
This is Halloween Hustle, if you're wondering what it is. This is our monthly kit.
She said no.
Last Wednesday.
No, the red one, red plastic.
I don't have a red plastic one. I don't have a red plastic one from what I can see here. Yeah, no red plastic. I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
what
and then
that
she
could have
said
been.
the third one. So it has multiple wires in the Harvest Moon. Yeah, so you did get a sneak peek of seeing that there were multiple wires in the Harvest Moon.
Yes. Yeah, there is a lot in there because it's our TGBE kit, and we always go a little all out on that event because it's so special to us.
Yeah.
Okay, we're up to 49 giveaway entries. We're
Oh.
trying to get past 138. So please keep entering, like and share this video with others so they can find us. We're going to flip over to Kristen's bead table. This is coffee and
Oh,
craft wire.
sorry.
Kristen and I will be using craft wire today. And that's why we call it coffee and craft wire. Softlex sells craft wire too, not just beading wire. And craft wire is a copper-based wire with a color coating and then a polyurethane top that keeps it all bright and colorful into the future. And Kristen's going to talk a little bit about that now.
Excuse me. Jody, you don't need a coupon for the free swag bag. It'll automatically be added to your cart when the subtotal is over $99 or more. And it's good for retail and designers. So either of those customer types. Excuse me. Let me just take a drink of water.
What's happening over there? You all right?
I don't know. I must have had a little performance anxiety. I'm not sure.
As soon as I switch over, all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh. I was like, my camera was all sideways. I didn't have, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm on this video.
She's switching to me. So we've got Softlex craft wire. This is the blue 22 gauge, and this is what was included in the Customer Appreciation Week kit. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. And I'm just going to make this simple earring. I thought about it on my video. I don't know when it was, yesterday, I guess. And decided to make one after. And I was like, well, I'll make the other one with you all here. So these were from the flowers were in the kit only. So if you have the kit, you should have some of those. If you missed the kit, you'll have to substitute a different bead for the top. But the bottom, the little wings here is so pretty. They came in the mix. And so we do have a few of those mixes left, as well as a bunch of all of these beads in here all came in that fairy mix.
We did not get a picture from Sarah James of her earrings. They were so pretty, but I was thinking about making something sort of similar at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern today, so that you could see more of a step-by-step on how to make them.
Oh, I know, the flowers are so pretty. It's such a pretty color. Super, super pretty. So first thing I'm going to do is just take my nylon jaw pliers and straighten out my wire, make it a little bit neater to work with, and then trim off a little piece here. I think I've got, yeah, I got about 6 inches. That seems to be my go-to. Somewhere in that 4 to 6 inch range is what I tend to cut off when I'm making something. It's probably way more than I need for this little guy, but it's always nice to have a little extra. And I also like to do wrapped loops a lot of the time. So it's always nice to have a little extra for that too. So I'm going to go down on my wire just about 2 inches with my chain nose and create a bend, just like so. Then I'm going to place it into my round nose pliers. I'll go about halfway up around my pliers, and then I'm just going to twist. Down, and I'm just going to straighten out my bottom wire here. Sometimes it gets a little away from me, especially with these thinner gauges. I kind of struggle with the thinner gauges a little bit. I don't know if it's just because I'm like a little heavy-handed. So Thicker gauges are like, they can't run away from me as well, but thinner gauges, I sometimes are like, what's happening? But I know 22 gauge is a super popular gauge, and most of you use this one. I just always seem to have gravitated towards the heavier gauges to start. I don't know why. Maybe I like to do things opposite. So I just added my little fairy wing to that bottom loop there, and then I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to grab a hold of the loop, and then I'm just going to twist around a few times, maybe 3 or 4. I tend to like a messy wrap, so as many times until I'm happy with how it looks, and then I can go ahead and trim off the edge. And you'll want to use flush cutters with the flush side facing your design so you get it a nice clean cut. And then you can go ahead and use your chain nose pliers to tuck your wire in. So I don't have anything protecting my tools right now. When you're using a darker color of craft wire, it is nice to have a little tool protection. We no longer carry tool magic, but if it's something you've picked up from us in the past, that gives a nice coating to your pliers. You can also tape them. I know people tape them. And then last resort, if you do end up nicking your wire and you lose a little bit of the color, you can grab just like a little Sharpie and just dab it out. So you'll see sometimes like where you cut, see how you see the copper wire? Our craft wire is a copper wire that's been colored and coated. So sometimes you'll see that little copper on the darker colors, and you could just take a Sharpie marker and color right on top of that, and nobody will know. It'll be like it was never even there. Amy is saying painter's tape works great. Yeah, painter's tape worked well. That was a good suggestion for Tracy's video too, because she was taping her project down to the table. And a few of you said painter's tape was good for that also. So I'm going to go ahead. There's so many different painter's tapes now, though. I went to go get painter's tape the other day, and I was like, which one do I get? There's so many kinds. I guess you just pick one. Blue is the traditional one, right? That's the one that I knew and have known for a very long time. But there's so many. There's like green and there's pink now and different sensitivities for the adhesion. So now I just took my chain nose plier and bent my wire down, and then I'm going to make a loop at the top just like I did at the bottom. And you could either use your chain nose pliers or you can keep your loop inside of your round nose pliers. Some of you on these videos have taught me that. And so occasionally I will do that too. And just hold it in my plier and wrap it around. Go ahead and trim off the end. Tuck that wire in. And then for my top, let me start with the bottom. So for the bottom, you want your loop to go up and down for your wing. But for my top, I want my loop to go side by side or east and west. So I'm just going to try and turn that. I might need another pair of pliers to make sure. Hold one in place. I'm going to go ahead and attach my ear wire. And then using my chain nose pliers, just twist back and forth, scooting that little ear wire closed. Cute. That's my quick and easy earring for right now. And now I have a matching set.
I just shot my end cap across the room.
Oh.
I was trying to squeeze it with my nylon jaw pliers.
Maybe that's why she uses, I think she suggested more of a flat nose plier.
It went ping, ping, ping. I don't even know where it ended up. Okay. Well,
so I think the parallel pliers were similar to like a flat nose plier, but they were bigger. They were like probably 3 times the thickness that these are. But she did say a flat nose plier would probably be your best bet.
Oh, I found it.
Aren't those wings pretty? They're so pretty.
Those wings are very pretty.
They're so cute. Cynthia likes how it goes with my nail color.
Ooh.
Hi, Cynthia. Nice to see you. Yeah, we
have some flat ones. Let me try and see what happens here. Okay, guys, I have no idea what I'm making, but you can see I'm pulling things out like crazy. So I'm going to use, hopefully, maybe not, we'll see, 18 gauge in the magenta. And this is the color of the year. It's really beautiful. We have it in many of our gauges. What I was thinking about doing, I don't know if this will work. I'm not a craft wire expert. I like to play one on your YouTube channel, but I'm really not a craft wire expert. But I do like to play with it and try new things. And I was thinking how interesting it would be to try to braid the craft wire and then do the ends with these fancy new things that we have. So I had listened to what Kristen said about maybe squeezing that closed a little bit more so that the craft wire just fits in there better, and then I could glue it down. And so I was thinking about that. I was also thinking I might turn the end before I put it in there so it has like a little.
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe do a little spiral or a little turn.
This without it flying across the room. Let me see. I feel like I'm going to break my pliers doing this. Oh, that's a little tighter. That's probably a little better. This is what it looked like before I started squishing it.
Yeah, definitely tighter.
Let's see. Did she do it this direction?
I think so. I don't recall if it was from like in.
I mean, the nice thing is it's a hammered texture, so it's not like I'm.
Yes, Jessica said that's exactly the thing I've been looking for to finish her Bros bracelet.
Well, we have them, but we don't have them forever because TierraCast is not making them forever. So get in there and get them.
Yeah, Tracy talked about that a little bit on the video too. She just said, like they're whatever happens with TierraCast, they are definitely shutting down that particular facility pretty soon. So whatever product has been made is like that's probably the end of it for right now, unless something changes. But there'll still be a gap in production no matter what happens.
I'm just gonna make like a loose, kind of like a loose little knot here. And then that way my wires will be together and I can come in and snip that off later, but it'll just keep everything held together as I try to figure out the braiding part of this. So I already went through and I used my nylon jaw pliers to smooth all 3 of these wires. Ideally, you wouldn't be doing this under a camera and it would be a little easier, but here I am. I'm going to give it my best try. I was also trying to think about which beads I could maybe add, and I thought I had picked one. Oh, I was thinking about these blue ones. I thought this very saturated dark blue might look really pretty with the magenta, but it's only if it can fit on here because that's the trick. It's a pretty thick gauge. So that one's not going to fit, of course. wonder about these. These will fit. Let's give it a try. Mm-hmm. I'm using beads from my fairy mushroom kit, if you're wondering where the beads came from. Aha. That's about a 7mm. We have tons of 7mm. Maybe this is a 6mm. We have tons of 7mm fire polish on our website. So if this works and you want to make something similar, we don't have the kit anymore, but we have 7mm. So what I was thinking about doing is doing a braid, and I should probably get further into my braid before I add a bead though. And then adding some beads.
Someone's saying no, she crimped the long way on the end.
Huh. Oh, she did the long way.
Good and Gail is also saying that she does have some parallel pliers. They do make a big difference when crimping those kind of end caps. They crimp evenly. I think because they're so wide, you know. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of those kind of pliers.
Right. Yeah, Tracy has all sorts of really cool things that she does, like tools that I've never used and techniques. And I don't know, did she say if she has plans for like what's next, or is she just kind of writing out what's
next? I think she's just kind of writing it out. She doesn't really know what's happening next at this point.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm going to keep going, which would mean this one over here, this one over here. This is my first attempt at ever doing this. So if it turns out a little wonky, it's okay. We're going to learn from it, and then maybe we can do one that's even better the next time we try it. So I'm simply braiding my craft wire and adding a bead when I get to the center. And we'll see what happens. This is my favorite kind of making, just like experimenting. What will happen if I try this? Will I like it? Will I not like it?
I don't know. Perry is wondering how many employees were at TierraCast. I'm not really sure.
I think they had like they were similar in size to us, so probably about 12.
Yeah,
would be my guess. It's very sad. Makes me very sad.
I know she was saying that she thought it was her last video she was going to be doing was with me, but then she realized that she does have one more planned. Mm-hmm. She's doing, I think, the winter workshop or something. So that'll be her last one.
Oh, stop it. You're hurting my heart.
I know.
Are you guys out there buying TierraCast like crazy?
I definitely saw a bunch of stuff going out of stock this morning.
I know. We put in our last order, and I tried to get what I could, but it's not going to last forever. I can tell you that. And then if they do get purchased, I mean, we just don't know what that'll even look like. So...
yeah, Lois bought some things to stock up. Melissa's hoarding it. Kim just bought a bunch from us. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim. I mean, sort of thank you.
I mean, right. We want to sell it to you, but it's also sad that it's going to be gone.
No, thank you for buying from us. I just really
just kidding.
My order like, as quick as possible. I haven't had time. I'm too busy doing Customer Appreciation Week here. And all the other things happening in life this crazy week.
It's been a crazy week. I didn't even tell you, Sarah, on my video. I didn't tell anybody yet, but on my video on Monday with Cassandra, I was we were having a lovely chat, and then all of a sudden I started seeing messages on my phone come through, and my 19-year-old ran out of gas apparently in the middle of the road.
Oh my gosh, while you're in the middle of the video.
Yes. Oh my gosh, is right. It was not good
Ran out
timing.
of gas in the middle of the road.
So I was like, are you somewhere safe? Because I'll just come bring you gas when I get off the video, you know?
Right.
And he was like, well, I'm in the middle of the road. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And also he has roadside assistance that would bring him gas. But again, I didn't think, you know, that stuff takes a long time sometimes to get to you. So
Right.
I was like, you can't be in the middle of the road. Oh,
Obviously.
So my husband ended up going and helping him out, but it was a very stressful,
So stressful.
a very stressful hour. I felt so bad. I was like, all of a sudden I looked up at Cassandra and I was like, I have no idea what she was doing. And she's doing a beautiful job. Thank goodness. Because
I can't even think about what she's doing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I guess that's like a rite of passage. Apparently, I've heard a few other stories from people.
Really?
Thomas.
Thomas has run out of gas?
Thomas, he said he was around that age when he ran out of gas for the first and last time. And then somebody else told me that I think it was Abby told me that she ran out of gas too once when she was around that age. So I'm like, really? I've never run out of gas.
I've run out of gas. It was
a few people
show because I was doing so much.
Yeah.
But yes, I think most of us have probably had that.
Oh my gosh. In his defense, he is in a new old car. So I think the gas gauge is probably not very accurate. And he thought he had more gas than he had left. But
sometimes they go really fast. Yeah. You're like, oh, I've got a lot. And then it's like, whoa, what happened?
Oh no, Lois said she ran out of gas with groceries in the car.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to see how this might work. I'm working on it, as you can see. I don't know.
It looks pretty.
Have it sort of, I don't know that I can have it bent that close there because it's not flat enough to fit in here. So what I might have to do on the end is maybe bring this one over the top so that it's a little bit more level. Let's see if that helps my situation here. I'm not putting the glue in yet. I'm just sort of fitting it, to see what that end would look like and making sure I like it how it is. Let me see how this one's doing.
Oh, Nancy. Oh, you guys have some horror stories. Nancy said she ran out of gas while turning left right across an intersection. And she was down the street from her home, but it was after midnight. Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm realizing? It would have been a whole lot easier if I had just left it its regular shape. But I went and squeezed it because I was so curious what squeezing it would be like.
Oh, and if you left it regular, you could fit it on there and squeeze it now.
Right. I think maybe I can do this black one because it'll just fits nicely with the way that they're behaving themselves. See that? Doesn't that look so much nicer? So what I'm worried about, though, is that it's going to pull out of the glue. We're going to give it a try. We're testing. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right?
What are you thinking? That it might pull out of the glue?
Yeah, because I don't have room to make like a little loop on it or something to make it like really hang in there.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
I'm just going to try it. First, I have to get my glue to open again, which craft wire can also be handy. for opening that bottle of glue. That's gotten a little crumbly on the top.
Cynthia from Green Girl Studios is saying, I drove a 66 Mustang and the gas float in the tank was broken. So I had to do math to figure out when I needed to fill it up. Needless to say, I run out of gas many times over the course of driving that car. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I really hope
God.
he doesn't do it again.
Hilarious.
Oh.
Hilarious. If I had to do math just to keep track of my gas gauge, I would be in horrible trouble. So we squeezed a bunch of glue in. I don't feel like it's enough. I'm going to squeeze more. I'm just going to like go crazy on this glue.
And, you know, Mama Bear did tell him last week, I was like, and I was saying it more for just like a financial perspective. I was like, if you just let your gas tank go down to like half, you know, it's not going to cost you as much at the pump and it'll, you know, so I was like, you know, could you have taken.
Don't let it go all the way.
Could you have heeded my warning? I was trying to be, but now it's like on Sunday night, I'll probably have to remind him every week, go put gas in your car.
I would hope at this point you wouldn't have to remind him now because he would be like, I'm going to go put gas.
I guess we'll see. I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
Amy says you could file the edge of the wire, more of it to grip. Oh.
Ooh. That's interesting.
I'm having an epic fail over here. I was trying to remember how to do a herringbone and I can't remember. I'm like, oh, I have to watch Cassandra's video again. She did it on Monday.
Just Monday and you can't remember?
Oh my gosh. No.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
It's been a very good but long. It's like I said on my video with Sarah James, it's so weird how life is such a mixture of like so many good and so many bad and so many like stressful and so many happy moments. All of these moments are mixed together and it's overwhelming sometimes.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's very interesting. It's like
this has been a very like overwhelming week with like happy and sad and joy and not joy and just I don't know.
It's tough.
I squished a ton of glue in there, so now I'm just kind of cleaning it off. I'm sure I can do better once it dries. I'm curious how stable this is going to be. I seem to have gotten more glue in this side, so I'm wondering if that's going to be more of a stable side. This is how it's looking, though.
It looks cool. It looks really. What gauge did you say you were using in the beginning?
I used the 18 gauge in the Viva Magenta. And I used the purple beads from the Fairy Mushroom Kit. So I don't know. We'll test these here. E6000 doesn't take too long to dry. And it's pretty easy to like clear off the parts you don't want. If you're a messy gluer like me.
Oh my gosh. I could be such a messy gluer.
I don't really like glue that much. This is glue wobbly still. I'm going to put more glue in there.
It's definitely not a material I use that often. So
my E6000 isn't looking very good. Maybe my hypo will do better. Oh, of course, it's probably glued on the top here.
Your diamond glaze might be good.
Should I happy with diamond glaze? I have that.
I was happy with it with my coffee mug today. Or yesterday, I think I did it.
Here though, right?
That's true. I don't know how long it takes to cure because I did walk away. That is true.
We'll try it. We'll do one on one side and one on the other.
Extra experimenty.
Right? Let's mix 4 glues together. Must be all this science I'm doing with Evelyn. It's making me. Oh, geez. Don't just squish it all over yourself.
Tracy did crimp hers, but she also said you could put glue inside as well. And crimp it long ways.
Crimping the craft wire would work. I would worry about that. I think that might work. And it went in so much more easily. I'm a big fan of this diamond glaze.
I am too. It has a lot of uses. And so far, my bottle has stayed in good condition, because that's always a problem, I feel like, with me and glue, is that when I go back to it.
Yeah, like this hypo cement I just tried to open. I glued the top down.
Yeah. And so I put a little piece of craft wire in mine in the top, just as like a little holder in there to try and discourage it from gluing the top closed. And so far, it's doing all right.
Okay, we're going to test this. I can't really touch it now because I have to let it sit. But we're gonna let it sit for a long time, and maybe tomorrow I will pick it back up and show you if it worked or not. Obviously, the next step would be to add a clasp in the center there. But I think you could probably be a little more even in your braiding technique. I just kind of went for it, but it does look pretty. And we have so many different colors in the 18 gauge. You could do the silver, the gold, or the copper. This magenta is fun, though. It's a pretty color.
It is a pretty color. All right. So for my friends out there who have done herringbone, I can't recall. Do I create?
I'm bringing it over. Here you go.
Do I create the connector first? So do I loop both ends first, and then I add my wire to it? So I have to kind of leave a little bit of space. Is that correct in what I'm thinking?
Sarah, if we have any left at the end, we will put them up for sale. But if they sell out, then no, we will not have enough to put on sale. I don't know. I guess that's the better answer. Maybe next week we will put them up for sale if we have enough left. Brenda is saying that you do the wrapped loop first.
Oh, I see. So I actually do, because I have some here that I've done in the past. So I was trying to look at them.
There's Jennifer Miller.
To give myself
a longer piece of wire.
Because on these, it looks like I just did a regular looped end, and then I added the blue.
Kim is saying wrap 6 times on each side.
I'm probably going to have to watch.
That we came on a video and then asked everybody else how to make them. What do you think about doing this?
All right. I'm gonna watch a tutorial with Cassandra that she did on Monday again and figure this out later. But I did do these. This was our Supernova kit way back when. I had them sitting on my desk, and so I was like,
you can do them. You just
know I can. Exactly. I know I did this at some point, and I used the same blue wire, which is so pretty. I really like it. So I'm going to finish my other earring. So if you guys will allow me to go back to soft flex beading wire for a minute, that's what I feel like doing, is finishing my other mushroom earring.
I guess if you have to.
I must. This little mushroom is the one that was in the kit that then we also put the extras up on the Softflex Company website today. That's the one that we made from the Tiara Cast archives. It is so stinking cute. And I already attached it to a piece of Softflex beading wire in the turquoise and crimped it. And then I'm going to add my beads to make another little kind of a duster. It's not quite as long as the other pair of earrings I have, but the same kind of style, just like one long drop. And I did do one craft wire project. I do really love craft wire. My brain is just not functioning as well. I wasn't as prepared for it today.
It's been just too much this week, I
think. So, I did two of these matte blue beads.
Coming back to you.
Okay.
Looks like my demo just glitched in and out.
One of those hexagon beads, which is in the fairy. These blue beads came in the kit on their own strand, but this little hexagon guy came in the fairy mushroom bead mix that you can still get. You know you are family when everyone works together, says Hope. That is so true.
Oh.
It is nice to feel comfortable enough to just come on this video and be like, hey, how do I do this?
Yeah, no, totally.
That's pretty sweet.
We're all on a journey, and some of us are experts in some things. Some of us are experts in others, and it's okay to crowdsource. And it's okay to experiment. That's the best part of making art, is being able to just like test things out and see how they work.
Oh, I almost thought I didn't have one of these left, but I found one more, final one. It's going to go on top. So here's my I love these little bead caps. They're so cute. I really wanted to put more strands than one in here originally, but I was having a tough time deciding what other beads to put with it. So I ended up just stopping at one. But you could probably get 3, I would think, at least in there. Sometimes when you're doing a design and you're just like, oh, I want to put 3 strands, but it's just not working. I feel like, you have to come to that crossroads. Do I push through and figure it out? Or do I realize that maybe
it's okay to let it go
is what was meant to be? So I'm just going to put on my crimp here and feed it back through. Feed my wire back through to make my little loop. Scoot my crimp down towards that bead. I don't usually feed my wire back into the bead below, but you can if you want to. We always say at Softflex to use the largest diameter of beading wire for the bead holes that you're using. And if you were always trying to get back down into the bead hole, you might decide to use a thinner diameter and it might be too thin for your project. So it's not really necessary. You could just cut the wire off right at the crimp with your flush cutter and not have to worry about feeding it back into that bead. And then just slide that onto my ear wire. And I've got a really sweet, long mushroom earring. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are so cute.
How adorable are those?
Let me see how long they are. I'm curious of how long. From the ear wire down, they are 2.5 inches. So they are a decent length. But I think that's kind of fun.
I love it. I was just playing around over here with the magenta before we get going, and I wanted to show you really quick how pretty it looks with that purple bead.
Oh, that looks really good with that purple bead.
We get caught up in the idea that we have to use silver, or gold, or copper for a craft wire, but the colors can be so fun. Whether you're using that dark blue or this beautiful magenta, it can really add to your project, just like the colored Softflex. When you get a color in there, it can really like change how that bead looks and just add something, making it really unique and special. So maybe try some of those craft wire colors. next time you're shopping from Softflex.
Yeah, we have them in so many pretty colors. And one of the things to note is when the colors are separated from the silver plated tones. So sometimes they can get a little missed when you're shopping. So just go to our main Craftwire page and you'll be able to see that every Craftwire gauge actually has 2 product options to choose. So in one of them, you'll find like the silver and the gold and the rose gold, that kind of color. And in the other one, you'll find more like the magenta and the blue, the green, and those kind of colors.
These were both restocked today. So if you've been looking for these on our website and they weren't there, we got an order in yesterday and someone told me they were restocked today. So they should be available now. If you want to grab those, you can. We can go here.
Someone's asking about combining orders. They won't do it automatically, I don't think. So Angel, if you did shop earlier today and you're shopping again, I'd make sure to send them a message on our email at info@softflexcompany.com and ask them if they can combine if they haven't already shipped the first order.
Yeah, and just be really cognizant that we're super busy, right now, but because of Customer Appreciation Week, because it's fall, and this always sort of kicks off holiday season, so it gets really busy anyway. And of course, with the situation with Mike passing has also added a whole other layer of trickiness to everything that we're doing, but we are on schedule for the most part. Just be a little patient and give a little grace, especially today because we have a lot of orders coming in for all the new products and because I know you guys want this amazing project pouch. So to get the project pouch, it's not for sale right now. It's only if you spend over $99, and then it will automatically go in your cart for free. If you check your cart after it gets to $99, you'll see it there and it'll say $0. There's over $50 in value. In fact, it's much more than that if you're actually looking at it, because there's actually
and the bag itself is about $20 on its own. So before you even have anything inside of it.
A gift card for $20. There's a free bead mix. There's 4 strands. Just bead it. 4 strands of beads. Thank you, Joyce.
That was really nice, Joyce.
Cute little bead mix from the Bead Place. There's some beads, 2 full strands from Beads to Live By. We put in a little package of goodies. So there's some good stuff in there. And then this project pack itself, if you were to buy it on its own, is $19. So it alone is worth a lot of money. And this was a real labor of love. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It is limited in quantity. So place those orders to get it. And then if we have any left next Wednesday, they'll go up for sale at that point.
And I just want to say thanks for everyone that voted. I don't know if you remember, but I did put 4 different pieces of artwork up in the Softflex VIB studio group for you to vote on. You didn't know what you were voting for, but this was the winning piece of art out of that vote. So that's how we ended up choosing this particular design to go on the bag. So
it's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see, how many do we have? Giveaway 95. Okay, let me share my screen with you.
Someone was asking if we had a video at 2. No, the next video is at 3. So just a short while after this one.
That will be with me. I will be using some of the new products. I was thinking of making similar earrings to what Sarah James made, but doing it more step by step so that you could see it a little bit more clearly because she was making in the background, and sort of like a charm styled set of earrings. And
I'm curious. I don't think I saw what she made, so I'm gonna have to go back.
They're really cute. Yeah, really cute. So I will be making those probably about 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll be back with 3 guests tomorrow. I can't recall who it is, of course. We'll look at the schedule in a second here. Okay, here I go. I'm going to draw a winner. The winner will email info@softflexcompany.com. Let them know you are the winner from Coffee and Craft Wire. Thomas will also email them. Nancy.
Oh, Nancy's been here.
I'd love to see a really familiar face win. Congratulations, Nancy. You win a 10-foot spool of Softflex beading wire in purple amethyst. Let them know what you won, your address, and they will get it shipped out to you shortly. Is Nancy here? I'd be so surprised if Nancy wasn't here.
Right. I know. I feel like I've been seeing Nancy all week commenting.
Definitely. Yes. Definitely let us know you're here. Nancy's watching on YouTube.
And then someone was asking, what tools do you need for a beginner? So if you're a total beginner, I would recommend grabbing one of our Softflex Company mystery kits, the design kits that we put out once a month, and a pair of cutters and a pair of crimping pliers. Those would be like the bare minimum if you want to start bead stringing. And then if you want to do some of the wire work, add in some round nose, some chain nose, and some craft wire. Nancy's here.
Yes.
Yay!
Congratulations, Nancy. We're so glad that you won our gift. And I'll be giving away more wire on our next video at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Please go shop at softflexcompany.com. Thank you for supporting our company all week long. We are having such a blast. Even though it's a hard week, this has made it so much easier. And all of you have been so kind and generous and lovely. Looks like we have Danielle Wicks with Kristen at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And then I think I am hanging out, is that right, with Jill Wiseman at 1 p.m. And then Kristen's back with Rebecca Combs. I love Rebecca's bracelet.
It's really pretty.
Rebecca's bracelet, I might have to get the kit for her. It's so nice. And she has like 8 colorways. So, well, I don't know if she still has 8 colorways, but I'm going to go look.
Yeah, I think I feel like she's down to maybe half of that right now, or at least I looked on Friday. So you better get it over there. She does such a good job with her colors, though. There was still a turquoisey one left that I saw.
Ooh. I love turquoise. So Kristen will be back with Rebecca at 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. And we still have Sam and Nilay to come on Friday as well. And then a quick little after party just to kind of cap it all off and thank everybody for their time. Please go check out all the presenters' websites as well. Make sure you're following them on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Threads, all the places that they hang out. They're all fantastic companies who we've worked with for years and who we're so proud to be able to work with on this huge collaboration of Customer Appreciation Week. So I hope you guys will go get your gift bag.
Yeah, I hope so too. I can't wait to see what you guys think when they all arrive. They're really, really good quality. They're really nice. Thanks, everybody.
We should have done like a flat Stanley card or something in them where people took pictures of where.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Next year.
That's really cute. You can still do that because you can take this with you as you go bead out in the woods or you go bead out by the
traveling.
beach.
Wherever you are, we want to see where it goes. All right. Love to all of you. Thank you for spending time with us for Coffee and Craft Wire. This is to stay tuned.
Good job, Sarah. What are you going to do on the ends of it? Anything, or are you going to leave it like a bangle?
I had a clasp. Yeah, I'm just gonna. And I don't know. You could dangle like a little.
You could dangle some charms. I was thinking, like, I see memory wire bracelets sometimes that just have like the little charms at the end. It's possible.
Yeah, very cute. We'll see. I have to let it sit, which I already pulled the diamond glaze out once because I just was curious. And then I had to do it all over again.
You're like, oh, no, that's not dry yet.
Where it's out of my mind.
Come back to it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. All right. Love to all of you. Shop
Bye.
at softflexcompany.com. Bye, everybody.